I believe we are live. Okay. All right. Hello. I'm Latara Dragoo. I'm here with Alice Pallam, CEO of AMP Business Coaching and Consulting. Can you tell us a little bit about what you do, Alice?
Absolutely. Thank you, Latara. So at AMP Business Coach Consulting, we of course help you amp your biz. This time of year, we're concentrating on helping business owners set good goals, achievable goals, having that real plan, because that's the key, right? A goal without a dream is just a wish. You have to have that plan. And also time navigation. Now we have our plan in place. How do we do it? Where's the time on our calendar? What are we going to do? So that is it in a nutshell for right now. I'm here with Latara Dragoo, founder and CEO of Ideal Marketing Solutions, Inc. And Latara, why don't you share a little bit about what you do?
Yes, thank you very much, Alice. I help businesses create a strong online presence to attract their ideal clients. And that's the topic of our discussion today. The reason why I wanted to talk about this was because it seems more prevalent now than ever that it is important for businesses to create an online presence, because I've noticed a lot of businesses, like brick and mortar businesses, are shutting down. They're closing their doors. Business owners that are out there, I cannot emphasize enough how crucial it is to pivot, especially during these times. If you want your business to remain open during 2023, you need to take a look at transitioning into the virtual world. A lot of business owners that I know are scared. They're afraid to go outside of their comfort zone. They want to stick with what they're used to doing, even if it's not working anymore. So that's why it was like, oh my gosh, I just want to, like, please, 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 please just take your business online. I feel like we've reached a tipping point. We really have. There's more and more people going online every day. They're doing their shopping online. They're doing their socialization online now. I mean, look at us. We're on Zoom, on social media right now. So I think that the point is quite obvious at this juncture, especially during this economy, that people really just need to focus on building that online presence.
I was going to say, we're a great example. We've never met in person.
Yes.
You're in Arkansas. I'm in Minnesota. We do business together and
right.
have formed a great connection. Never have met in person. Really,
right. It doesn't even feel like that. It's crazy. I feel like we're best friends. We're just like talking every day. We might as well be next door neighbors.
Right.
Yeah, and you know a little bit about this because you've recently switched from in-person events to virtual events, correct?
Yep, exactly. So I was so used to doing business by referral. I was in a referral group, met in person, talked in person, which is a great way to form relationships and create those connections. But it does limit you to who your audience is. And through working with you, it's one of the ways we met, actually, right? I have pivoted my business to have still some in-person component where it makes sense, but doing online summits, online workshops, getting my business and myself out online, Facebook, all those different places, so that I have more audience, more exposure, and it helps build that credibility.
Yes, it's not only important to do this to maintain your business, but you actually have more of an advantage by doing things online, because, like you said, you're reaching a broader market.
Yeah.
So the brick and mortars, they're very attached to their location. Is there physical traffic going by their business, walking in through the front door? But here it's kind of like a life hack. You can take these little shortcuts and actually, skyrocket your business because you're not reliant upon them physically coming to you. You can actually be in their face when they're sitting on their computer, scrolling through social media. So, that's another big aspect of it is the social media.
Well,
Obviously.
it's a different type of walking by, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. Uh-huh.
so
Yeah, I mean,
it's
that's a
that
really good point. It is.
it's that concept of moving with where your audience is.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. In fact, that's one of the things that I wanted to mention is where is your audience? Okay, if you say, okay, I'll take my business online, then how do you find your target market? That's the next question.
Well, I think the first step is to really hone in on who is your target market.
Mm-hmm.
And often when I work with people, they say anybody can be my client. But if you ask for anybody, you really end up finding nobody, right? Because it's too broad. So it's really starting to think about who that market is, and it can change from day to day. It's like who's my market today that I'm going to reach out to, and I can have a slightly different market tomorrow. So this means things like thinking about, for your ideal customer, what do they do? Are they a business owner? Are they employee? What industry are they in? For what you do, does it matter if they have a family or not? Does it matter if they have small children in their house, teenagers in their house, empty nesters? Is that part of your ideal client? Does gender matter? And what I want you to do is actually pick one of all these things we're talking about. If it truly doesn't matter to you, pick one again, because you need that specific avatar or ideal client for this marketing campaign. So that includes things like, where do they live? Where do they work geographically? Is it rural or metro? Do they have a college education or not? Did it matter? All those ways to narrow down who your ideal client is, because then the next thing you start looking at is building how you look for them, which starts with, where do you find them? So I hate to say I'm in my 50s. I am not on Instagram. So if you're looking for people my age, you typically are not looking on the Instagram. You're looking on LinkedIn, because I'm a business professional. That's where I hang out. So that's why it's important to think about who is that avatar for you, to start thinking about where they are.
Awesome. Very good points. I love the fact that you mentioned the age, because the social media platform that you're on definitely has to do with the age group that you're targeting. Like Alice said, 50 somethings aren't typically on Instagram. I mean, they are on there, but maybe you could find a platform that's more ideal for where they're more concentrated. Also, I really love the fact that you said, who is your target market today? Because I think that people get stuck in this step because they're like, oh, but if I narrow it down, I can't reach blah, 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 blah. I can only reach these guys over here. But if you're looking at it from, okay, who am I going to focus on today? Like right now, in this moment, in this campaign, in this time period, then you're not burning your bridges. It's not, you're not going all in on this one specific demographic. You're just using that as a focal point in today's strategy when you're seeking them out.
Exactly.
And it's flexible. You can change it up in a month,
Yeah, because it's, in fact, because what is ideal, of course, right, is to track your results. Here's what my avatar was. Here's where I looked for them. Here's how I looked for them. What did I say? What did I do? Look at how many prospects did you get? How many reach outs, connections, how many clients? And then say, okay, great. That was good. Let's try this one. Or that was not as good. What do I need to tweak about it? Because to your point, things are always moving. You only can learn by doing. So, we talked a little bit about analysis paralysis earlier today about something else. And you can really do that with this, right? You can get so stuck on that whole, I have to pick something because it's going to last forever, or I can't change it. No. If you don't ever start, you never finish, right? So you want to take your best shot at what you think, try it out, track the results. And when I said things like reach outs, connections, because those are all part of your results. Not everybody buys from you today. you have to hit them at the right time, the right need, the right pain point. That doesn't always match up immediately, right? But if you made a connection, you're connected to them in a platform, they see what you're sharing, you see what they're sharing, that can develop into a client down the road. So that is a piece of the success, is you made those connections, you got that visibility out there.
Right, right. Okay. Yeah, I love those. Wow, this is amazing. This is why talking to a business coach is so important, because instead of looking at the target market as sticking yourself inside of a pigeonhole, I like that. Use it as a point of analysis. Like, I'm going to try this. Does this work? Does this work? Does this work? And become flexible. And I also think that there was something that you said earlier before we jumped on here that I wish I could remember how you worded it, because it was like, if you're seeking out generalities, it's going to be a lot harder to find your target market, right? What can you remember what you said?
Well, anybody doesn't refine down to who you're looking for. So if you think, and this sometimes is counterintuitive, often people think if my net is huge, I will bring something in. But the challenge is, if your net is huge, you're not finding that specific thing you're looking for. But if you make your net smaller, so you're out in the ocean, since we're using nets, but your net is only aimed for codfish, let's say, that's what it's going to find, right? So you'll find what you need. Again, back to that, what is your ideal client? Who are you looking for? Who's going to grow your business, as opposed to just anybody? Because as you refine who you're looking for, you get more strategic, and you actually have better use of your time. Because if you're in that anybody pool, you're vetting, instead of starting with people that are already targeted to what you're looking for.
Yeah. And to use your net analogy again, it's like having a net with giant holes in it that the fish just go right through. But if you focus it down to very specific demographics, that net actually catches the fish that you're going after. And I think that also, because you have that specific avatar in mind, you'll know what their pain point is. So when you talk to them, they go, oh wow, you're talking to me. Like that's me. When you're saying all these problems people are having, that's totally me. Instead of going, oh well, I'm not even going to listen. I'm going to tune you out because you don't even sound like you're talking to me. So that's I think the other important point to narrowing it down to a specific person. Or a specific type of person.
Yeah, then you're attracting who you're looking for. They know that you're looking for them. And that pain point is so important as a part of finding that avatar, right? Today, for this market, what is the pain point you're solving? Because often all of us do, solve more than one pain point.
Exactly.
So again, it's like, what is that target today? And again, it helps you better spend your time, because you are talking to the people that you need to talk to, not just anybody. Again, let the tools of the message and the platform help you find those people, versus again, just that anybody who's breathing. That's another analogy we've heard sometimes. Yeah, anybody who's breathing is a great client. Well, maybe not quite. So this helps you narrow down. So you spend your time, your in-person connecting time, with the people that match who you're looking for, have the pain point that you solve, and increases your success.
Yes. And another point to that is, if you know who you're looking for, you can have a better idea of where to look. You can target specific types of groups on Facebook, for instance. You can go parents, single parents, stay-at-home moms, work from home moms. Like you could just totally narrow it down so that you can actually like type that into the browser on Facebook, and then you'll find those groups, and you can reach out to those people like that, instead of just going, is this person going to want what I have? I don't know who this person is, that kind of thing. So it's kind of like another one of those life hacks, right? Where you're just automatically sifting out the people that you want to talk to just by finding and targeting those groups, as one example.
Yeah, LinkedIn, you can search for businesses. So for me, type of business, title, because I want to talk to owners.
Yes.
And that helps you again, look, because I've thought through that myself, right? So I figured it out. And again, narrows down who you are connecting to.
Yeah, LinkedIn is a fantastic example of how targeted you can get with the job title, the industry. You know, you can even go after, I mean, especially if you have the sales navigator, but that's like what, $140 a month. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, you can get really specific with all of those things. And you know, then it's not like, you know, it's not like you're like just you know, closing your eyes and pointing and going, ah. No, you can just get right down to laser focus on that exact person. Right. So another point about social media, ironically, is that once you find them on social media and you build that rapport, the trust, the relationship, the likability, knowing that you're a match, or a vibrational match for that person, then the ultimate goal is to get them off of social media.
Yes.
In some form, whether you are booking a call with them, or a Zoom meeting with them, or you know, getting them onto your email list so you can keep the conversation going with them.
Right.
And what would be the main reason why you would want to have them on your email list, as opposed to just oh, you don't want to buy my service, okay, bye.
So you can keep that connection, because not everybody's ready to buy today. It might be they don't have that pain point today, or they don't have a beginning of the pain point. I've often run into people that have the pain point, but it's not bad enough yet. You know, it's there, but it's not bad enough. I'm going to spend time or energy right now because there's other priorities, right? But if you stay in touch with them, you share helpful information, you provide some value in those emails or what you're posting, you stay top of mind, you provide value. So when the pain point is bad enough, they're like, oh, wasn't that person talking about this before? I should go back and find that.
Yeah.
Because as good an impression you make, but they never see you again, you will not be the first person to think of when the pain point's bad enough. They'll think of whoever their most recent interaction was.
Yes. Good point. Good point. Very good point.
There's a whole recency bias. So
the recency bias. I love that. I love that. That's great. Yeah. So the email nurturing is kind of like, I heard that only about 3% of the people want what you have to offer at any given point in time. So it's better to keep them going during this time period, because then they're more likely to reach that point, like you said, when that pain point is strong enough for them, that they have the motivation to act now, instead of going, well, I know eventually.
Yes.
Like, have you ever had a tooth hurt and you're just like, yeah, I should go see a dentist. But you're not going to go see a dentist the next day. You're going to be like, oh my gosh, my face is swollen, I gotta like make an appointment, right? So it's you know, striking them at that moment in time when they're you know, hot to buy, and staying top of mind. And it's like an added bonus that you're developing this relationship with them. Right? It's like a beautiful side effect of having them on your list, is that you do get to nurture that relationship.
And that just reminded me, a side benefit is I've gotten referrals from people that their pain point wasn't bad enough yet, but they knew somebody else whose was. Ooh. So because you kept that connection going.
Yes. Good one.
So
that's a really good point, that you don't actually have to provide a service for somebody in order for them to become a referral.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Wow. I mean, this conversation has been insightful for me. And you and I have been friends for years now, and I'm still getting more insight just from having this conversation. So this was obviously a good idea to come on here, and I hope that people out there are getting some value out of this. So one of the things that I wanted to kind of transition into here is that as awesome as it is to transition into the online space, and as timely as it is right now, one thing that could really take you to the next level and give you the competitive edge is automations.
Yes.
Because I think that a lot of people out there, speaking of being stuck in your step, analysis paralysis, and all that goes with it, is that people think that they have to learn how to build a website all by themselves and
Yes.
learn HTML before they can actually start making any sales in their business. And it's just like, what are you doing? Like sitting there for 2 hours, taking all these, tens of thousands of dollars worth of courses to try to learn all of the tech. And it's like, you don't need to know, you don't need to know all of the tech to have your business online. You just have to use the right systems. You have to use the right automations. It's really good to have all of your systems in one place so that your integrations are seamless. And you don't have people falling through the cracks because you have to take them from one system. Once the person comes into your world, you have to take them through this system, and then that goes to that, and that goes to that, and you have to connect them all. So I mean, it could be maddening if you don't have the right systems in place. Another thing that I think that is stopping people a lot of the time is that they think they have to write all their own copy.
Yes.
Right. They have to go to a copywriting class or hire somebody for tens of thousands of dollars to write everything for them. But there was just very recently, right? This is like hot off the presses. This new technology that's rolling out, and it's artificial intelligence, and it actually can help you with every aspect of your business now. So you're not sitting there trying to think about what to write. You're getting stuck on one little blog post. Who wants that? That's not going to serve you. That's not going to serve your business. If you keep getting stuck in the minutia, you're not going to make your sales, because you have to be focusing on income producing activities. Is there anything else you wanted to say about that, Alice?
Yeah, income producing activities, what was top of mind for me. And the new open AI, AI has been around for a little bit, a while, but this new open AI is phenomenal.
Yes.
And it will do the writing, refining, target it to a particular avatar, and it will write the words, the sentence, the paragraph, the email that makes sense.
Yes. So automations, systems, AI, bunch it all together, and you're just like, you got that cutting edge that you need to not only take your business online, struggling and slugging along, but just own it triumphantly. And in that vein, I am going to play a quick video here for you, because this will actually just sum everything up a lot easier than I can explain it. So let me roll this video. Do you hear that?
No, did you hit that share computer sound?
Oh, shoot. Okay, let me do that.
It's okay.
Speaking of technology, even people like me are still learning this. So let me do one more thing. Sorry, I forgot to click that little button. Okay. Now here we go again.
Yes. pretty relaxed.
I love it. I love it. So there we have it. Why do all the guessing game? The guesswork, trying to come up with everything on your own. How do I integrate this AI into my business? It's all done. It's all here for you. It's served to you on a silver platter. Was there anything else you wanted to mention about AI that wasn't covered in that?
Oh, the one thing I want to make sure is, so in that video, it's just a one and done, right? But in reality, if you don't like the first thing or want it more targeted, more exciting, have a different kind of tone, you can just keep giving it that direction and it rewrites that piece. So it's not like you don't have any additional input into what it's going to do. That's just the first version. I mean, the first round of what it was doing.
Yeah. No, they made it easy. They made it look super easy,
Yeah.
but and it is super easy, but if you are more discerning about the content that's going out there and you don't want to just go with the first version, like Alice said, it refines everything for you. And this technology is being spread throughout this platform that I'm about to share the link to, in every facet. It's the emails, like you saw there, it's like the posts, the social media, the text messages that go out. Pretty much everything you could think of is
design the website.
AI technology. Oh yes, your website.
Yeah, it's not just writing, it's designing.
Yes, everything is just like click button easy. So let me just to make sure that once people click on this link that I'm about to drop into the chat, I just want to walk people through very quickly.
Yeah, show us what it looks like.
We're actually out of time. Looks like we're already on time. Oh no. Okay, so I don't have time to show you that, but hey, if you want a demo, reach out to me.
And
so I'm going to go ahead and put a link in the chat so that anybody who is interested in this can jump on board. And this is the exact time to do this, because you're going to get AI grandfathered in at no additional price. And make sure that you use the code that's on the top of the page that I'm going to send you to, because there's a promo code for 50% off.
And there's 1,000 spots left for the promo code. So
yes,
take a look at it today.
Of the essence.
Yes, take a look at it now to make a decision. Don't wait a week to say, oh, maybe I want to look at that, and those spots might be gone.
Yep. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you are able to take advantage of this opportunity and take your business online. Do it. All right. Take care. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.